So our rivals Barcelona, they have just signed Anthony Gordon from Newcastle in a single day. In a single day, that was yesterday. I mean, how? I thought these guys are broke. They signed him for about 80 million euros, pounds, whatever. Isn't Barcelona supposed to be broke? How are they signing this guy? And then you might be saying Gordon is in that. Gordon is good. I think for a good amount of time he was amongst the highest goal scorers in the last Champions League. The one it hasn't been concluded, but you get the point. Gordon is good, and Gordon is a pressing machine. The man, relentless pressing machine. Damn, you see, I feel afraid. Don't tell anyone, but I feel afraid for what is coming next season. Can you just picture Real Madrid going through fillers again next season? Now, you're saying Barcelona, what they actually need is a centre forward. Guess what? These guys are also going for Alvarez. Matter of fact, they have submitted a bid for Julian Alvarez. And we all know Alvarez wants to leave Atletico Madrid. He knows he can't win a trophy there. He wants to leave there. Real Madrid fans, there is trouble in the land. There is fire on the mountain. There is fire on the... In fact, the mountain is ablaze. There is trouble. This is a very big problem. Now, let me tell you the plot. You see, Barcelona next season, these guys are going for the Champions League. Signing Gordon, who is, a winger. You see, what really held them back against Atletico de Madrid in the Champions League this season was the fact that Rafinha wasn't there. Now, with the depth they have, with Gordon playing on the flank, being able to substitute this guy, Rafinha, whatever, you get the point. There isn't a chance for any key player to be missing in those important Champions League games. My brothers and sisters, Barcelona have eyes on the Champions League. Then reinforcing with Alvarez. These guys are supposed to be broke. So what is the source of your income? How have you signed someone for 80 million? How? And I'm starting to get worried. Not starting to get worried. I am worried. Because we haven't even signed anyone. I've been making videos talking about how we've secured what's his man's name again? Is it Voyland or Volman, or I can't remember his name. Bastoni, Rodri, this and that. Some good defensive signings. But believe it or not, we've not submitted a bid for any of these guys. In matter of fact, you could just say it's non-existent till the bid has been submitted. It's all we have interest in this has interest in us, submit a bid. No. Real Madrid, what exactly are you waiting for? Are you waiting for the World Cup? Because, if we pick up players who shine during the World Cup is a tournament. It's not... How many games do you play in the World Cup? My point is... Man. Let's take it easy. Now, my point is this. We won't be the only ones going for those players and those who perform well in the World Cup. And that's that. And also, World Cup, if you just get someone who just shines out of the blue for a particular tournament, that player might not be able to reciprocate, or what's it called? Replicate that in a league structure. For instance, remember Amrabat in 2022 World Cup. Remember how fantastic he was? Signing for Manchester United. Big signing. How did he do? Not well. In any case, Real Madrid, we need to sit up. I keep on hearing the same circulation of news. I see a lot about Enzo Fernandez. The man is tired of Chelsea. He really wants to leave. And then I think in an interview, he already mentioned he glazed Real Madrid a lot. He wants to come here. I say no. You might be asking me why I'm saying no. Because we do not need his type. Nico Paz, Bellingham, Adagula, Brahim Diaz. We have a lot of Enzo Fernandezes in our club. Why should we add another Enzo Fernandez when we have 4 Enzo Fernandezes already? Why? Man, we don't need this right now. Look for a deep-sitting creative playmaker. That's what we need. Cruz has suggested to Real Madrid Sebastian Stella a lot of times. Perez, sign this man. No. What exactly do you want from us? Okay, Rodri looks like a decent option, although with the injuries he has been having, I don't think he can, be back to his top form again. Plus age is also a factor. So I don't know, but still, okay, Rodri is very experienced, he's very intelligent. Let's go for Rodri. Nothing has been submitted. we might let this all pass us by. Mourinho really said he wants Bastoni. In fact, Barcelona withdrew from Bastoni. We still haven't submitted a bid for Bastoni. Ha! Oh, Real Madrid. We need to sit up. We really need to sit up. And I'll say this again. Visualize this. You know that saying, lightning doesn't strike the same spot twice. Well, it's not valid anymore because lightning has struck us twice, going trophyless 2 seasons. It won't be a big surprise if we go trophyless for a 3rd season. You might be doubting. This is the way I said it last year that we were going trophyless this season. Everyone was doubting me in the comment section. Now I'm saying it again. We are not far from going trophyless again. And then, if you don't know, the Super Copa fixtures have been released. You know, the semi-finals. Super Copa is just semi-finals and finals. The one we play in Saudi Arabia. We shall be facing Real Sociedad. It's a good opportunity. Barca, Atletico de Madrid, they face in the semi-finals. I pray Atletico can knock out Barcelona. Because if we meet Barcelona in the finals, I don't think we can do it. Then we talk about the Copa del Rey. We always crash out of that. A random small team always beats us out of the Copa del Rey. So we aren't winning that as well. Then the league. To be honest, La Liga is the only trophy I feel like we have a good chance, of winning next season. Because we have a lot of squad depth. That's the only trophy I feel like we have a good chance of winning. Anyway, for some good news, consider it good news. It has been confirmed Endrick could be Real Madrid's right wing. He's going to be taking that position. He played as a right wing for Lyon. Absolutely brilliant and fantastic. Now, Endrick will be playing the right wing forward position. So we have Vinicius, Mbappe, and Endrick. It's a good attack. Very fast, blistering pace attack. Endrick is a hard worker. Very hard worker. And he's also good at passing and that, surprisingly. But then the problem, Vini and Mbappe. Can these two press? Can they back press? That it will remain the problem. When I see those two names in the starting lineup, that's what I think about. Can both of them press? Can they back press? Endrick can do it. Endrick does it. But both Vini and Mbappe, can they both do it in the same game? That's what we don't know. That's what we do not know. Real Madrid fans, down in the comment section, let me know what players we need. Then before we conclude, remember the person going against Florentino Perez for the presidential election. He's boasting of, being able to bring Jurgen Klopp and Erling Haaland to Real Madrid. The man says Real Madrid is the best club, therefore we have to have the best. I mean, he claims he can bring... In fact, he claims if he wins, Klopp and Haaland are Real Madrid's property. Let me know your thoughts on this down in the comment section. We conclude for here. Catch you guys later.